Assassin is a nickname, or should I say the moniker? Yeah, you know I spit flames, still standing like a moniker. Gotta be the rawest rapper, and it's a jaw snapper. I ain't gotta run and hide, I'm not the one that laws at the roam where I wanna roam. I could be up in your home. When I picked up that chrome, you lucky it was that microphone. You been not my competition, you better stop and listen, cause I'm causing a collision. Spin bars of ammunition, simply no sympathy. Light them up like a Christmas tree, burn them down to the ground. Told them not to frig with me. This is just the introduction, better duck and catch concussions. Get a grip, your throat, I'm clutching. Kill them off with no discussion, gripping the mic like a torch. Watching it burn, watching it scorch. Every verse I spit with force, ain't enough mics up in the source. Artists and arsonists, you dealing with a professional. Father, I have sinned, and this is my confessional. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. You fools should be ashamed. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. The game will never be the same. The rap game is so irrelevant, I am so intelligent. Better give me some room, I'm a mother friggin' elephant. Spin bars with no remorse, I hit him up with deadly force. You're no match for this lighter, time for you to pass a torch. Told you that I bring the flame for the lames in the game. Only reason I came to put something up in your brain. Every rhyme is by design, if I'm lying then I'm dying. Like I rhyme with dynamite, that's enough to blow your mind. To the ones that boast the most, every rhyme you wrote provokes. So before I let you roast, I'ma be sure to choke your throat. When will you ever learn? Feel the heat and feel the burn. Time for peace to be concerned, or rest in pieces in the urn. You would never rest in peace, this is just my specialty. This is not a game, and there will be no referee. So technically no technicals, bringing the pain perpetual. Father, I have sinned, and this is my confessional. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. You fools should be ashamed. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. The game will never be the same. Born to be a rebel, so it's a must that I rebel. You were not on my level, all you suckers burn in hell. When the flame appears your flesh for real, I put MCs to rest. You can proceed to breathe. Ain't enough air left in your chest, laughing as I watch you die. No water to put out the flame. Why don't you go ahead and cry? I bet that you wishing for rain. Now it's very plain to see, I told you do not play with me. If you fake, you burn at the stake. You are not who you claim to be. You ain't a killer, so stop fronting. Revenge is like the sweetest joy. Next to nothing, no mercy for the weak. There is no sympathy for the ignorant. Think before you speak, you put yourself in this predicament. I have no friends, so I chose to roam alone. It's all for you to conjugate, so I confiscate your microphone. We reached the end, so I'm grabbing on my testicles. Father, I have sinned, and this is my confession of forgiveness. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. You fools should be ashamed. Lord, please forgive me, I need to change, but ain't no mercy in my veins. Burn these rappers, burn them with your flame. The game will never be the same.
Acknowledge me.
Up, Straight Talk Society. This is your host Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Straight Talk with Trevor, the podcast where no topic is off limits.
I ain't trying to fuss, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus your nuts will touch the dust, you try to check this. You ain't insane, I write your name down on my checklist. You think I'm playing, I leave you laying, I leave you breathless. As human beings, instead of being so many tribal, you ain't seen what I have seen in my society.
Hey, I'm just a man with a microphone. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations.
Straight Talk Sessions live. You're gonna acknowledge me.
What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with the first episode of the Straight Talk Sessions After Dark. Real quick, just let me get a mic check. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Just waiting on that mic check. Just waiting on that mic check. All right, yeah, y'all can hear me. So first of all, I want to, I'm shocked that so many of you guys are up right now. This was last minute. I even see Mike said in the chat that he thought it was next week. It was the official Straight Talk After Dark is next week, Friday. I just wanted to do like an introduction tonight just to kind of lay out what this show is going to be, and there is something that I do want to get off my mind, and the reason why I didn't let anybody know about it is because I don't want anybody I don't want to be anybody affiliated with my views that I have on this, because this gets real touchy-feely. So, because I'm about to say some things that's, not very politically correct. So, and I have been drinking, so if you hear me slur a little bit, then you know what time it is. This not gonna be more than an hour. But so the reason that we're doing the Straight Talk, the Straight Talk Sessions After Dark, is just for that, just to be the more I won't say controversial, because I feel like Man Talk Monday is probably the most controversial thing we do, but this is to be the more free show. It's not going to be where we come on and talk about sexcapades and things like that. I mean, if the conversation goes that way, then fine, but that's not what it's designed to be. It's designed to get to the topics that I didn't get to on Man Talk Monday, the more controversial ones, where I really wanted to really get down in, but I couldn't. So I could come over here late night and do it. Also, it's going to be like question based, so people could send in questions, kind of like when you hear like the Strawberry Letter that they used to do on the Steve Harvey show. I don't know if they still do it or not, but where people will write in and things like that. I already have 2 letters that I'm going to read for upcoming shows, things like that, just so we could really break it down, kind of like a real late night after hour shows where everybody remains anonymous. You see, I got my camera off. I mean, everybody knows what I look like, but I don't even have my camera on. But that's what the Straight Talk After Dark Sessions is about. That's why it's this late. And again, I'm shocked that you guys are even up, man. There's a lot of you guys watching in the chat, but I appreciate that. So let's get to it. And I see the Queen in the back. If she, you want to come up, or I don't know if you're just listening, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. And you know what? I will drop the link for us to talk about this after I get out my thoughts, because I'm curious of what you guys think about that. Because over here, we try to keep it respectful, but I call things how I see it, and I got some things that I want to talk about. So let me just give a quick disclaimer right now. This show tonight is not intended to disrespect anybody in the LGBTQIA community, whatever you guys are up to right now. But just as you guys could take stances on things, I damn sure could take stances on things. So this isn't a rally to get canceled or anything. This is just something that I see going on that I want to talk about, because a lot of times, even the Man Talk Monday will have so many things to talk about, but we never get through to it. So that's what this is for. So I could use this time to get through all that stuff. So everybody probably can see where I'm going. I want to touch on this stuff that's going on with Jess Hilarious. So let me pull that video up right now, because I thought it was comical, like, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, man, I got the sound off on this, man. But they such a guarded, they such a guarded and protected people in this country that God forbid you say anything that they may deem offensive, then they'll be trying to cancel you. So now I see they're trying to cancel Jess Hilarious. But for what it's worth, I stand behind you 100% in what you said. So I want to just play this video real quick from Miss Jess Hilarious, who I really like a lot. So where are we?
But man.
Uh-oh.
You can't be no woman. Now listen, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feeling. I love you too much to hurt you. That's not what I'm for. But I want you to know, nature stops at a certain point. You can't go there.
This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were.
But man.
All right, so so y'all already know what time it is. I hope y'all heard that. So you have Louis Farrakhan, first of all, which I've said that I kind of wish I was a Muslim instead of being a Christian, but that's a whole nother thing. Saying that men can't be women. I mean, and it is what it is, and we're gonna talk about it tonight because it's women. I got more women in the chat than I do men right now. So you guys feel free to chime in on this and let me know, am I saying anything that's ridiculous right now? I want to go to one more video first before I give my thoughts. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link so you guys can come up. Let me see. Yeah, because I really want to get into this tonight. In a little bit of time that we have, I really want to get into this. So let's go ahead and share this.
So simple and so motherfucking insecure. The power between trans women and cisgender women and the power of both of us, it would show the world what a real woman is and what real womanhood is. And this is the perfect time for me to say, this is the perfect time to say this. As I was transitioning, I never gave a fuck about pronouns. Like, I remember like as I was transitioning, you run into this era, like when you really, really give a fuck about how people identify you or how people give you your pronouns. I only started being really big on my pronouns when I realized people were gendering me out of disrespect. Because when you are a grown man, or when you are a boy, when you're a gay boy, it's like, yes, Miss Thing, yes, girl, you so silly. But bitch, when you start to physically look like a woman and you're starting to And if y'all hoes would stop being so simple and so motherfucking insecure, the power between trans women and cisgender women and the power of both of us, it would show the world what a real woman is and what real womanhood is.
Yeah, enough of you.
While everyone is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't, men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one. And I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me, you may not like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be while walking in society, emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman because being a woman is not a feeling. However, being a woman, I absolutely am subjected to my reproductive organs that identify me as a woman. And saying that doesn't mean that I'm less than a woman. It just means that that is the beginning of my woman origin and my woman experience. And for the women who can't have a baby, we still, while everyone is in an uproar.
All right, so that's all the videos I'm gonna play for tonight. So let's have this conversation. Let's talk. And again, I put the link in the chat, so whoever wants to come on up and chime in. This is the Straight Talk Sessions After Dark, so feel free to sound off and let's get it. I'm just shocked at how many of you guys are watching right now. I really appreciate that. So my quick thoughts on this right now. Everybody knows me. You heard me more than 10 minutes. You know my thoughts on the LGBTQ community. But so, and I'm softening my stance a little bit, towards them because, whatever. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but we have family members that are gay and everything like that. Hell, I did 2 shows with 2 gay family members and they were tremendous. And I feel like we really had a breakthrough. But my issue is this with the trans women. And again, I'm not advocating for anything to happen to them. I'm not advocating, for us to rail against them. But what I am saying is the outright disrespect that you have a man who, for whatever reason, feels that he doesn't want to be a man anymore. And I don't buy that. You were born that way, miss me with all that. You have a man that feels that for whatever reason, now he wants to be a woman. So being gay is not enough. What's up, Venkat? So being gay is not enough. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to take him being gay to a whole nother level. And now he wants to be a woman. And then on top of that, now tell a real woman that can have kids, because if you can't have kids, if you can't, you're not a mother, you don't have reproductive organs, you're not a woman. The joke was when the Chrysler 300s first came out, people were saying like, boy, they really do look like Rolls Royces until it drove up next to a Rolls Royce. And then you actually get to see what a real Rolls Royce looks like. Then you told that Chrysler 300, as good as you look, you're not a Chrysler 300. You're not a Rolls Royce. So that's why I want to talk about this tonight, because I'm not, and kind of in a way, I feel like women in general help create this problem. So I'm not gonna absolve you guys 100%, because you guys were the ones that were fighting for the rights to allow trans women to be in sports and that. So just so we get it out there, that's the only reason why I like Ron DeSantis. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he loves DeSantis. No, I love DeSantis because of his stance against this very same thing, because I have a young daughter and I don't want her losing out a position in high school to a natural born man. So let's just get that right where it is. So like I appreciate that, Ricard. Man, let me acknowledge my chat first. Let's see, Mike just joined the panel. I know Nene is in the back. I don't know if she wants to hop on, But peace to One Love, Venkat, Ricardo. Mike is on the panel. Tequila, Arthur, and a couple other you guys is watching in the clouds. Please make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. So yeah, so let's talk about this. I see Mike enjoying. So, but like I say, I feel like the women helped push this forward. Because when you guys were championing for them to be able to get into to use the same bathrooms. I remember when the Florida first passed the law, I think it was Target was saying that they were going to have bathrooms where anybody could go in. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. At the time, I think my daughter was like 3. I'm like, well, wait a minute. This is wrong, man. I can't have my daughter and my wife in the bathroom with a man in there just because he identifies as a woman. And I had people that I know that I grew up with. Oh, why are you so transphobic? Why you acting like that? Mike, you can chime in at any time.
First off, what's up, Venkat? I'm not in the chat right now, so I can't hit you back, but I saw the love. Much love. I want to start by saying it's not a recent thing. I mean, I tell people all the time, if you go back and you look at the Cosmo magazine and the origin, you'll see that, and ladies, this is not an attack, feminism is really the beginning of all this, because they tried to tell people to be all inclusive. Be all inclusive. We're all the same. We're all this. But if you keep it honest, what white women do and what black women do are totally separate. What they did is they tried to pull black women into their struggle, and then when they had enough of a population, then they tried to push black women to the side. And that's what every let's say an intra group of females do. And it's the same thing with trans. They pull black women in. Come on, we need everybody to be joined up. And then the second they got what they wanted, black women got moved to the side. Same thing with the woke movement. It was all woke was a black woman thing, and then the second everybody came in, they just pushed black women to the side, and they took woke and they ruined the meaning and they ruined everything about it. I don't understand. I'm like thoroughly confused. First, at this cis thing, I don't know what cis stands for. Nobody's ever explained it to me. I don't even know where it came from.
So the cis became I think it originated in 94, I think, and it became in the dictionary a few years ago. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but it just means that you are what you were assigned at.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I understand what cis is supposed to mean. I'm saying, where the hell did it come from? They could have named it anything. They could have named it cosine. Why would they name it cis?
Yeah, well,
so I'm a cis man. You could, like, I'm a sissy or something. Like, I don't understand what CIS stands for. It could have been. It's the same thing on Obamacare. I don't like when people allow other people to name what they're supposed to be. Like, you don't get to name me. I ain't no damn cis man. I'm a man. Period. Point blank.
So what do you feel about because we just gonna bring it right down to how it is. This is brass tacks. This gray goose is creeping up in my system right now. and I see the eyeballs consistently going up. So we just gonna have to get it done. I didn't know this was gonna be a success, but it already is. Let's get it right down to what it is. What do you think about men posing as women, telling women that they should allow them into their circle?
I think the same way I would think of black people if they came around and told white people that they white. It makes absolutely no sense. That's the problem. The problem is you are allowing people to live in their delusion. Now, I'm not saying that a person doesn't feel like someone else. Let's keep it a buck. Everyone that knows me knows how I feel. As long as you don't hurt any kids or any cats, I don't care. Any kids or any animals, because I'll just say cats. I don't care what you do with your life. Don't hurt kids. Don't hurt animals. And I prefer you not to annoy me. Other than that, do whatever you want with your life. I personally don't care. but you don't get to tell me that I'm looking at a color blue and it's not blue. You don't get to tell me that I stick my hand in the ocean and it's not wet. Like, you don't get to tell me that I'm not sensible. And that's my problem. And this is what pisses me off, because I am an independent. Politically, I'm an independent. I used to be a Democrat. Why can I not be a Democrat anymore? Because these people, and I'm talking about anyone that is a diehard Democrat, they will take whatever it is that's popular and just go with it. I saw a woman sit in front of the man, and the man said, "What is a woman?" And she was like, "Well, a woman is," and then went on this BS circular speech nonsense when we all know what a woman is. A woman.
You talking about the judge? What's her name? Katanji?
I don't remember her name. I don't learn stupid people's names. They get on my nerves.
You talking about the judge, or Biden's judge, correct?
I've seen more than one person, but it could have been the judge. I'm not disputing whether it is or not. I'm saying, what kind of madness do you have to subject your brain to for you to believe in that foolishness when you know it's not true? You know it. I don't care how much surgery they have. No trans whatever is having a period. You're
okay,
not.
So okay, good, because I wanna just we gonna quick hit it tonight. So the whole they go by feeling. I was supposed to interview a person that was transitioning, but he backed out. I think he backed out because I called him, because I'm not the guy that's gonna just be like, oh, her and whatever you want me to call you. That's not what you are. You're a man, so I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm gonna call you what you are. And I asked them the simple question, and I had a video queued up, and I don't know what happened to it. I said, so let me ask you a question. Do you feel it necessary that if you're gonna get in a relationship with a man, that you have to tell them? And he told me straight up that it wasn't their business. They didn't have to know right then and there. And the video that I had said the same thing, that the dude was saying, like, I don't have to tell you, right off the bat. So my thing is, women want to know right off the bat, like real women want to know right off the bat, like how much money you make, what kind of job you have, what type of car you drive. But I can't. You feel like you're posing and pretending to be a woman, and you don't have to tell me that you were born a man. Like, I just feel like there's something psychologically wrong there, man. It's crazy.
All right, I'm a little different with you, but give me a second. Keetot, I know what cisgender is supposed to mean. I'm saying it's fishy as hell. I feel like they just brought it up so they could call me a cis man. So they can make, you a cis man. You cis. Hey, sis. I ain't nobody cis. I'm a dude. I'm bro. I ain't cis nothing. I know it's CIS. I'm telling you, I don't like the way it sounds, and I'm not adhering to it, period, point blank. Now, on to what you said. I'm a little different than you. My thing is, I'm not doing the pronoun game unless you and I are acquainted. If you're a person I know, we have a relationship, and there's a respect there, hey, if you want to be called she, cool. But if we walking on the street and I look at you and my first reaction is he, you're going to get a he. It's happened before. It's happened. I've walked up, I've seen somebody, I'm like, what, sir? And it was like, oh, no, I'm a girl. Oh, all right. I mean, if that's what you want, you on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to bother me, but you're not going to get angry at me because I see the booty dimple and I see manly features in your face because you were born a male, and you're gonna expect me not to say that. Like, the getting upset stuff, that's what blow my mind. I'm like, who are you to get upset? Because if a dude walked by their logic, if I got up right now and I put a dress on, I could go outside and feel on a girl and it wouldn't be domestic, it wouldn't be like man on woman violence, right? Because I'm a woman now. And that's madness to me. Like, yo, I'm sorry. You cannot convince me. You cannot convince me that you're making any sense. I'm sorry. It's just not going to work. You're allowed to believe what you want, and that's fine. I'm all for it. Be trans, be all you want. But don't act like I have to survive.
Do you think it's mental?
I'm not going to lie to you.
Come on, Mike. Come on.
No. I think a lot of people have had messed up things happen to them, and I'm including myself. When you were really young and your mind was developing, and some people go one way, some people go another way. Some people can remember how I was telling you, some people become asexual, some people become hypersexual. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the brain does what it does. Some people can go to have split personalities to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of medical diagnoses.
Why not just be gay?
Because they feel like they're a woman. And if you feel like you're a woman, I'm not mad at that. But if you don't tell me you're a woman, I'm going to kill you. I'm sorry. And I say this about you're not allowed to force me to be gay. You're not allowed to force me to be gay. And that's basically what you're doing. If I have sex with somebody and they're a man, but they associate themselves as a woman, you're messing. Not only are you emotionally raping my character, my spirit, everything that makes me who I am. I'm allowed to defend myself. That's how I personally feel. All
right, so hold on, because I don't want, and I'm not trying to rush you along, but I don't want to be here all night. I see all these women in the chat. So if you guys want to hop on, the link is in the chat. Shout out to Kovia, our realtor. Oh my goodness, how the hell did you end up coming over here? So I got to start going live at midnight to get everybody to come over to the Straight Talk Society. It's all good. So because we know this channel is more focused on Black women now, and I said this earlier that Black women championed for this. They did. So now the chickens basically are coming home to roost, but and because even some videos that I've seen, like the transsexuals are saying they're identifying women as just having the extra hole. So they're doing everything to minimize them being a woman. And that's where I have a problem. See, I would have been quiet if it didn't affect me personally. I would have been quiet. But the fact that I'm married to a Black woman that was able to carry my child, no matter how short it was for, my mother is a Black woman. Her mother is a Black woman. Now you have a man coming and telling them like, "Hey, I could do that too." It's disgusting. And I forget who said this, and I wish I remember who said it, but they were like, if you put 100 biological men and 100 biological women on an island,
Kevin Samuels,
yeah, in 100 years you'll have a whole new society. But if you put 100 men and 100 trans women on an island, in 100 years they're all going to be dead.
No, so he said if you put 100 men on the thing and 100 trans women, you're gonna have 200 dead male bodies.
Well, all right, well, whatever. But I'm not. So the bottom line is, you're a man. They're not the same. The two are they are not the same. And people ask, well, how come men care about it? Because again, just like I said Monday, men have sat back too long while women have been getting the shit end of the stick. A lot of it they brought on themselves. But if you see your sister constantly bringing torture and pain on herself, are you going to constantly just shut up and not say anything? Or are you going to eventually step in and be like, well, boy, hey, you're going down this wrong road here?
I feel like they were tricked, bro. They were tricked. That's why in any sphere you go to, there's always them men ain't nothing, men ain't this, men ain't shit, men ain't that. So Black women thought they had friends, they thought they had allies, they thought they had compatriots. But the second it goes down, they are the first ones to get sold out. The second the shit hits the fan, they are the first one that are pushed out. They're the first ones that are told, nah, we don't need you on stage with us. They're the first ones that are told, like they told Sister Soldier, we're the first ones that are told, nah, you stay in the background. Let us handle it from here. They use Black women all the time, and they denigrate Black men to try to make that separation. That's why we need to be unified, because I promise you, there's no black man out there that's a black heterosexual man that wants to get rid of black women. Nah, I refuse. Even if they don't want to sleep with them, they don't want to get rid of them. I refuse. That's madness. You don't want to get rid of your that's our creation. That's crazy. We make
Wayne,
life.
the
They
link is in the
sustain
chat
life.
if you want to hop on.
But this is what happens when you join up with everybody. You want to be friends with everybody. You link up with everybody. They don't really have your back. They don't have your back. They sell you out in a second. The second they don't like you, it's these black ratchet heifers and da. And they off you. White women are off you. Trans women are off you. They going for their own agenda, and they don't give a damn about the black woman agenda. They don't. This is what it is, and it's saddening to me because I'm black women all day long. That's why I yell at them, because I want you to be better. Same reason I yell at my daughter about certain things. Hey, no, we're gonna be better than this because you're smarter than this. But daddy, it's hard. I don't care if it's hard. You're gonna do it. Same reason I yell at black women, because you're better than this. You're gonna do it. I want you to be better. The better you are, the better I am, the better my future is. But I digress.
So there hold on there, because there's another one that's I guess very popular, and she oh god, I said she, and he just went off against Jess Hilarious, which Jess Hilarious, by the way, behind closed doors how I feel about her. Yeah, Jess Hilarious is awesome, and I'm glad that. But here's the thing, though. Look at this. It's cancel culture now. Now, what's that? Getting the feedback. It's now all of a sudden it's cancel culture now. So now they want to cancel her. I see Mike Epps was saying that I guess they showed up to one of her performances and tried to put hands on her. So I mean, this is getting out of hand. I mean, so first of all, we go from accepting them, and again, I hold women in general responsible to a point, because you guys were, when you have your gay friend, you're always telling them like, yes, honey, yes, girl, yes, girl. If you hear that enough, then he probably is going to think like, boy, you know what? Maybe I am a girl. And then you now turn around and you're like, well, now you're starting to question my femininity, because now you're like, oh man, some of those men that I thought was only exclusive to us, now those men have some kinky ass fetishes, and now they're going after you, and they're making us non-existent. So now we have a problem. But let me get into this. Yeah, see, and I agree, Wayne. I say that all the time, and people always tell me, yes, it is. The gender war thing is just a YouTube talking point. There is no gender war. Black men ain't never been no damn enemy to black women. It's a loud, vocal minority that makes you think.
That's what I said.
Our problem is we have a communication problem. That's all it is. If we would learn to communicate with one another better, I think 50% of our problems would end right there, and then we could work out the rest of the shit. So
I disagree, but I feel you.
So let me get to this one, because I want to. This was funny, because again they just, now they're mad. I bet they were bigging her up at one point, but now they're pissed because she done stepped on their toes.
Real women, I have no beef with you. I'm not jealous of you. I don't want your pussy. I don't want your period. I want you to be respected. I want you to be protected, because 99.9% of the time while y'all sit over here screaming and jumping up and down, if you've had a gay friend or a trans friend, please believe we done been out there in the streets whooping, fighting on y'all niggas for beating on y'all. That's how I learned how to fucking fight. Fighting my girlfriends, niggas off for whooping their ass all the time. The fuck you mean? Who's gonna protect me? Who's gonna protect you? You calling out to those same men who will leave you for a white bitch.
There it goes.
So hold on, because
Okay.
I thought I stopped because there's always some truth to things. there's always some truth to things. It was interesting though that he said, "Oh, we don't want your vagina. You know, we don't want your period." So why you want to be a woman if you don't want to? If you don't want the things that come with being a woman? And I'm a y'all women, y'all please hit this panel, man, because it seems kind of weird. We got two men up here talking about this, but it's all good.
Hey, that's why I told you it's nuanced, because she wants to be a woman for the same reason a lot of women want to be men. They want the good parts, but they don't want the bad parts. They want what looks good and shiny, but they don't want to have to go through it. You seen them the trans men. They be out there like, yeah, I'm better than your nigga, and I be doing this, and I look like this, and I do this. Somebody break in the house, you gonna scream and run in the corner like everybody else, like every other woman. Stop playing with me. I've seen it. If drama happened at the club, you gonna stand up and act like you hard until a nigga punch you in the face, and then you gonna call and go, how you hit a woman? How you gonna hit a woman? I've seen it with my eyes. I've seen it.
I talked to a gay person that I know, and he told me he said that like gay men don't particularly like transsexuals. And I'm like, that's interesting.
Of course they don't.
And he said because with gay men, they are who they are. They're gay. He said transsexual men try to have it both ways. And when after he finished breaking it down, I was like, boy, I said, man, that you got to come on the show and talk about it. But he obviously wouldn't want to do that. But I'm like, but because he's saying like you want to be a woman, but still want to be a man at the same time. And it's like kind of disrespectful to gay people that are just like, hey, I'm just gay. Like, I just like the same sex. So it's crazy. But what do you say? So he did make a point there. He said that, and this is T.S. Madison. It's supposed to be some big time one. I've been hearing about this person for a long time. But he said that those are the same ones that you want us to protect you from, and then all of it, and then you want to call on the same black man that were treating you, bad. What do you feel?
Let me jump on that. See, that's why I said when you said what you said earlier, and I said I kind of disagree. It's not just a communication thing; it's an accountability thing. Because I'm gonna give you a small story. So I was watching a court show. Anyone that knows me know I watch divorce court and paternity court. And this woman literally said, she said, I'm sick of this man. He's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this. And the judge said, okay, give me a good story about something he did that you didn't like. And she said, well, I went with my girls on a woman's trip. And she's like, okay. And I came back and a woman told me that my man took her out and she showed me evidence and proof, and he took her to a show. And she was like, okay. And she goes, this man don't take me nowhere. Like, what the hell? What's the hell's wrong with him? He don't never spend no money on me. And it opened up this part of my brain. Like, that's what you got from that? You came back from a vacation and a woman told you that your man took her on a date, and your anger is that he's not spending money on you. They're delusional. It's like the same men that she's talking about, like, oh, I got to stop this man from beating on you. I promise you that wasn't the first time whoever that man was beat on her. It's like something is in, and I'm not saying all women, because I know some women that don't put up with it at all. I know a woman, if you with her for 2-3 months and you give her a yellow flag, she's out. And I respect the hell out of it. I'm like, damn, girl, you cold. I'm not even that cold. But it's these women that choose these bottom basement people, bottom basement men, and then can't fathom leaving. That's the problem. You pick shit, and then you stick with shit, and then you blame all men for the shit that you stuck with. That's my problem. That's what I've said since day one on this show. If I pick a gold digger, and I'm in love with this gold digger, and everybody says she's a gold digger, and my gold starts to go missing, I don't get to get up on Thursday and say women ain't shit because they take your money. No, I put myself in that position to get my gold taken. Just like she's or whatever he's saying, I gotta protect. No, they're putting themselves in the position to be with these men that beat your ass. I promise you, leave. Tell other men in your life. The faster you do it, the easier it is to do it. The faster you, the first time a motherfucker put their hand, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, it's midnight, bump you. The first time somebody put their hands on you, leave. I promise you, when you, and I don't want to hear, I love them so much, I love them so, hey, I love mangoes. Everybody here will tell you I love mangoes. If mangoes cause cancer tomorrow, I bet you I ate my last one. And that's on everything. If mangoes cause cancer tomorrow, I won't touch another one. I'll look at them. Man, that mango was fantastic. I remember back in the day we could eat those mangoes. They were so good. But I'll never eat another one because I love me more than them. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We have a generation of these modern black women that do not love themselves like they should, and they subject themselves to this bull, and then they get mad at the world. Did you see who was it that sent me the Kendra? No, I don't think it was you. I thought it was you, Trevor. Sent me the Kendra G. And this woman is basically living in her car on a dating show talking about, yeah, I need a man, but she got 5 kids and she ain't with none of the daddies, and she don't have access to none of her kids because they took them all. They took all of them. And you know why she's homeless? Because she went to her mom's house and her brother was there and her mom wouldn't let her get the bed. So her mom said, get the couch. And she said, well, if you don't want me here, you're going to put me on the couch. I'm just going to sleep in my car. It's madness. You don't love yourself. Who the hell? Yo, if I could not find a place to sleep and I went to you and Nene and I said, yo, let me get a place to sleep, please. And y'all said, well, I don't want you to mess up my couch. Here go this air mattress. Guess what? You ain't even got to blow the air mattress up. I'm in the corner on the flat mattress, happy I'm under a roof. Like, what are they talking about? And this is the prop. They don't look. If you don't love yourself enough to keep yourself from badness, you're the problem. You don't. But guess what? The vocal minority comes out and they say it's everybody else's fault. It's the same thing with these trans. When they get in the arguments, they get in the people hate them. They come out and it's everybody else's fault. Well, yo, every minority that has come out has faced adversity. Every minority, every single one. Trans do not have it the worst. You guys ain't being made into slaves. You guys ain't being put in internment camps. Like, I understand it sucks. We've all been killed. We've all been beaten. You guys have gotten it the best out of everybody. Out of everybody. They don't have any laws for Jews. They don't have laws for blacks. They had one big law, was like, all right, stop killing people because they different. You guys have your own laws they're making for you. I get it. You want more. Anyone that gets something, they want more. But you're getting the best and you're still acting as if you're getting nothing. And it makes no, and the only reason you're getting it is because the majority of you are white men. It's white men. People act like they don't want to realize it. Most trans people are white men. That's why they're getting all the power. It's a bunch of white men that want what they want and they getting it. Black women, stop signing up for this bullshit. All right, I'm sorry. I went all over the place. I'm emotional right now. Just go ahead.
There you go, Mike. Trying to get another sound clip.
Here you go.
Trying to get another sound clip. So real quick, because I didn't know so many of you guys were going to be watching the show, man. Which I really appreciate that. That let me know you guys be up late at night. So Straight Talk After Dark, the Straight Talk Sessions After Dark is going to be taking place once a month, probably on a Friday or Saturday night at midnight. It will kind of be like this, but what I said earlier, for those that didn't hear it, the premise of it really is to have like an open forum as far as like writing letters and things like that, different scenarios, kind of like the Strawberry Letter where we react to certain things. But it always be an open panel. You know, everybody's always welcome. Is going to be adult oriented. The next one will be next Friday, because this was just an introduction. Because I'm wide ass awake and I just want to see if anybody would ever show up this late at night. But I see that Straight Talk Society has come through. So I want to give you a glimpse into next week. as to what we have coming up, what my mindset kind of is next week. So
Hold on,
here's
we're not gonna act like Juju ain't just show up. What up, Juju?
Yeah, I know. I gotta, man. Juju been dropping videos and shit like crazy this week. I've been checking Juju's videos out. As a matter of fact, you know what, Juju, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what, Juju, I'm gonna address your you did a stream earlier. I'm gonna address it on this stream because I don't think we'll be able to get to it on Man Talk Monday. So I'm gonna get through this first. If Mike stop interrupting me, and Nene, Juju been dropping streams on her channel. She hit like 3 or 4 videos so far. Right. But she did a video today that I want to address, and I already have it in the Man Talk Monday file. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it now while Mike is on. But I want to let you guys know what I have in mind for next week. So I got a plan to do a topic, a few topics. So what are some common stereotypes about Black sexuality, and how do they affect the self-image and mental health of Black individuals? That's kind of like tonight. And this is going to be the main kicker. So y'all think about this. Think of some questions and how you want to lead this. How has the perception of Black sexuality evolved over the years?
I can answer that now.
Hold on, Mike.
I didn't.
And what impact has it had on relationships and dating within the Black community? So that's for next week. Y'all make sure and tune into the show next week. We got a good one. But I gotta ask Mike this question before we go into Juju's video. So because we're holding the women to the fire as we should. We love y'all. We really do love y'all. If y'all don't know that by now, then you're crazy. But we really do love y'all, and we only want to see y'all do better because you guys are raising our kids for us. Man, and y'all, the eyeballs keep popping up. That's what's up, man. And this gray goose is just really hitting me. So we got to get into the elephant in the room. Mike, you ready?
Okay.
Trans women, someone has to be loving them. So let's talk about they aren't just being, we talk about it every week on Man Talk Monday. These women aren't just dressing up the way they are just to be dressing up that way. These women are dressing up the way that they are and presenting themselves the way that they are because they are advertising themselves. These trans women are advertising themselves and they are being picked up. So how do we address the countless amount of our men, the Black men that go after them?
I don't think there is a need to address them. I think they are gay men who are afraid to say that they're gay, and this is their median point. This is the median. There are men out there who have lived this machismo life, and and I'm sorry to say it, I say it whenever we get deep like this. George Carlin once said, if you outlaw religion, this stuff will be gone in a couple generations. Some people look at religion and it's the same thing with all the white women who do anal sex so they can stay virgins, and swallowing all the kids so they can stay virgins. They're just trying to find a way around it. So these dudes are figuring, okay, I'm not really gay, right? And I'm sticking to it because God's gonna hate me if I'm gay. So I'm not really gay. I'm hitting this woman. But it's a guy that thinks it's a woman, but it's a woman. It's kind of a woman, right? So it's not like I'm gay. I might be just good. I'm good, but I ain't gay. So I'm still I'm telling. If people will convince themselves of anything, if they feel like it's gonna get them to heaven, or they feel like it's a loophole, or they feel like they can lie to themselves. That's why anyone that's talked to me on the phone knows one of my favorite sayings: "You can lie to you all day, but don't lie to me. I see through your BS." People will convince themselves of anything. Don't try to convince me. These people have you ever seen the video of the lady boy in Thailand and the 2 white men trying to convince her that she was a girl? You ever saw that video?
That's really big over there.
Right, but these 2 American men are like, "You're such a beautiful woman," and the lady boy's like, "Oh no, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. What are you talking about?" So I'm a lady boy. And she's like, no, don't say that. You're a woman. You're gorgeous. And they drunk. And you can literally hear them trying to convince her to say, please say you're a girl. So when I hit you later tonight, I won't feel weird about it.
Yeah, they're doing that for them. That's
exactly.
That's totally for them.
And it's the same thing. Like if you've ever seen any like trans people who are what they call passing. You ever had a conversation with a trans person that's passing? They will tell you these dudes sneak in their DM early. They DM heavy.
Well, look at the one. What's her name? Sydney Star or something?
Yes.
That's been with all the celebrities.
That's crazy to me.
But Mike, these guys, this is the thing. These guys know it ain't no secret. It ain't no whoop slippers. It ain't no one time. Oh shit, I didn't know. These guys know because men, we talk. These guys are, hey, bro, she's packing something down there. Like, damn, but you see how fine she is. I don't care. We watched this movie on Tubi. Shout out to Tubi. Called God, what the hell is the name of it? Oh my God, called Secret Society with these two trans women, and they were just tricking off all these guys' money and everything like that. And I mean this thug.
I saw that
hardcore killer. She, the one was like, oh, my period's on. And he's like, man, I don't see no plugs in the bathroom. And then he thought she thought that he was going to do something to her. And what did my G say? He was like, nah, it's cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Bruh, it's like, it's like these men, like, have we got so much in the Sodom and Gomorrah now that everything, like, there's just no limits to anything now that we as men, I ain't saying we, to hell with that shit. I ain't in that. Men are convincing themselves that it's okay to hit another man because he looks like a woman. No, I just go get the woman.
Sir, they want a man, but they do not have the testicles to say they're gay. They can't do it for whatever reason. It's mostly, to me, in my life, it's been mostly religious, but it's also family. It's also stereotypes. It's also society. Society looks at you. Oh, no, you're an upstanding good guy. You're young and virile. I know you're going to have the women. You're going to be knocking the women off. You hear that enough as you're popular. You're a young dude, but you feel gay, but you can't do it because everybody look at you funny. So you wait, you pick on the gay, because that's what they do. They pick on the gay dude in school. You little flin, you little this, you little that. Yeah, you ain't nothing. And then when it's late night, hey, can you come in this truck and let me? So that's how they move. That's what it is. They're afraid to be gay. They are afraid to be gay. And I'm not talking about trans people. Trans people are the same. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the dudes that run after you in the low. They afraid to be gay. Being gay. Everybody, anyone that knows somebody that's gay, I'm talking about straight gay, because gay is a man, not lesbian, gay. If you know a gay man, you know somebody that's been through some trauma. You know somebody that's been through some stuff. It's never been easy to be gay. It's never been easy. You get, especially with black people, it's never been easy. We roast you for having the wrong sneakers. We gonna roast you for sucking it. You feel me? So it's never been easy. And people see that and they don't want to go down that road. They're terrified to go down that road. So they gonna get somebody that has that equipment but could pass. I could take her to a comedy show. It's a little dark and ain't nobody gonna know. I still feel like me, and I got a kind of female, but I still get what I want.
You might as well be gay, because it's worse in the long run. Juju's saying they know damn well these women be men. Not many trans look exactly like women. Yeah, so I didn't even get to play the video week before last of the pastor who was in the hotel room with the woman. Come to find out, what they didn't tell you is that was a trans. So here's a pastor taking his wife and the congregation's money and meeting up with you know, his trans lover every week in the hotel room, and it just so happened this week he didn't have enough money to pay him, so you know he got put on Front Street. So it's a low key, like it's a low key obsession in the mind of some of these men. Like I just think I see. I equate it, not 100%, but I equate a lot of it though. It's just the over sexualization again, man. You ever watch that that Dave Chappelle skit where it was dudes' night out?
Yeah,
And
he's like, "Fuck it, man, I don't care."
And they were, I mean, they were so lit. And then he was like, "Man, a mouth is a mouth" at the end. And then when he was done, he was like, "Damn, man, I can't believe I just did this." But bro, like men so damn over sexualized that anything that looked like anything that looked like anything to them, they just, bro, like I think that's a serious. It's one thing to be gay. Like, I mean, we could dispute it all day, what makes people gay or whatever, but as a claiming to be heterosexual man, leaving the great softness and beautiful curves of a woman, and now going to the manufactured artificial curves of a man, bro, I think there's something wrong there.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Juju is not wrong. I can tell you the story. I'd rather not because it's a little embarrassing. But there are very few trans women who can pass for women. In my entire life, I've seen 4, and that's in real life and on video or whatever. I've seen 4 who I could be like, okay, that might pass for a woman, right? And anyone that's ever seen them knows for a trans person to even look remotely close to a woman, there has to be caked on makeup. And any man that likes women, you know when a woman's wearing too much makeup, something's wrong. Now I'm keeping it a buck. If I'm looking at shorty, anytime you see a shorty in the club and it's a little dark, you're like, she bad, but let me take her. There's a reason dudes be like, let me take you outside real quick. I got to see you under the real lights. I got to see you under the sun. Whenever there's too much makeup, there's a problem. Y'all seen them videos where it'd be a wolf booger and then she get makeup on and she look like a dime out of nowhere? Like, any man that sleeps with women knows I don't do makeup. I need to see you fresh out the shower. I'm good on that. So if you still hitting that, you're hitting that for a reason. You're hitting that because that's what you like. That's what you want. Because like I said, I've only seen 5 in my life. One of them I bumped into when I was 18, and I'm still scarred about that. Still scarred about that. That's why I don't go to South Beach.
I don't know. I mean, I may have ran into some. I don't know. Have I seen it? Like, I've been around any length of time to know, but yeah, I just think it's crazy that, you know, men, a lot of these thuggish black men are the ones that, you know, on the low, they got this macho mentality. They had this macho persona to keep up, but they can't wait to go tag, you know, the man that has on the wig.
Like P-Valley?
Yeah, I stopped watching P-Valley because it was too much for me. Like, it was, I watched it at first because, you know, there's this After Dark. I watched it at first because it was a stripper show. But then once I started seeing, I watched it with my wife too. So there you go. But when it started getting like way over the top with the Uncle Clifford guy and his rap star boyfriend, I was just like, I'm good. I can't watch this no more. And I didn't watch the second season because I'm like, I can't. It was just too much. It's like, damn, now you're gonna just beat me over the head with it. You know, this show is called P-Valley. It's supposed to be about, you know, the good stuff. Y'all turning this into a shit show, literally. Like,
bars.
Like, it's crazy, man. But I stopped watching that because I couldn't. Yeah, it was all right. So let me get to this. This video from young, what's her name? Young MIA, whatever. It was supposed to be on Man Talk Monday in a few weeks, but we might as well get to it now because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna send me 100 more videos and just keep pushing this to the back. So
thank you, Juju, on my love.
So after the show that we had Monday, and if y'all haven't, y'all go check out Man Talk Monday from Monday. It was a 4-hour show, but I guarantee it's probably going to be the best 4-hour show you ever listened to. It was entitled Enough is Enough, and we talked about the pedophile culture, the rape culture, child trafficking, and all that horrible stuff that goes on in our community. So y'all make sure and go ahead and check that out in the archives, you know. So let me get to this video, because when I saw it, I was disgusted, man. This shit is crazy. All right, and I even been doing better. I've been putting my videos in folders. Let me know. Can you see it?
No, it's not up yet. There it is.
Uh-oh. You see what's going on there?
Oh, I definitely do. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
So this is someone called Young Miami, I guess. I have no idea.
She's a city girl, man. That's half the city girl.
Okay, I have
She's
no
sleeping with Puff Daddy.
Wait a minute, is this the same city girl that was in the video saying that she wouldn't let her daughter watch City Girls? This that same one?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, so she wouldn't let her daughter be what she is. But hold on, I'm gonna get on her soon. So it says, my son at Rolling Loud having the ball backstage. Let's address it, because somebody tweeted her and said, are you gonna address this? So it said, could have just ignored this, but I'm in here. What's up? So somebody says he's 6 years old. He shouldn't be out that late, and he shouldn't be throwing money at strippers. It's okay to admit that you're wrong and try to become a better mother. This bitch has the audacity to say he's 10. So let's talk about it.
Hey, what I tell you about accountability? That's the problem. You can never tell. When me and you have a disagreement, or I do something you don't like, you'll be like, nah, man, I ain't like that because ... And I'll be like, all right, bro, you got that one. All right, my bad. Matter of fact, we can talk about today. Today, I told you what I wanted to do today, and you were like, nah, bro, we can't do that. I wanted to be like this. And I said, all right, bet. I'll find a way to slide my stuff in, but cool, we're going to roll like that. Because I can take accountability. I know I be wilding sometimes. The majority of women that I come across in this life, you tell them they're doing something wrong, their natural instinct is to defensive up first and then to try to slide it on blame you. It cannot be their fault. He's 10. That's your response?
Yeah, because somebody said he was 6, and then she was like, no, he's 10.
That has nothing to do with the point. And I've said this for many weeks. I hope people are hearing me. For some reason in our community, when it comes to Black women are making the men they hate, and they're making the women that men hate. They're making the soft ass thug wannabes that they say they making F-boys, and they're making women into the things that Black men don't want to see. They don't want to touch. They're making them hyper independent, and they're making Black boys super dependent. It's like, that's why there needs to be a man in the house.
So real quick though, I want Juju just for the record, I wrote that same thing on your video today. So when I repeat it, when it's my turn to go, Michael doesn't say, I just said that. Just let that show in the record.
You probably heard me say it before. You just biting off my style. It's all right, bro. I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna let you live. Being right isn't always the point. But I'm always right. Mike is right. You know what it is. And let's keep it a whole buck. A whole buck. This woman who teaches other women to take advantage of men and to not be pigeonholed by what men think of them is raising her son to pigeonhole other women into what he thinks of them. You don't see the lunacy? You don't see the delusion? You want your child to think it's fun to throw money at naked and half naked women. You know what else is fun? Roblox, Minecraft. Why the hell ain't your kid reading a book? Why? I don't understand. Why do you want women say they want a better version of men, but the man she's raising is going to be raised with the same ideals of F-boyism? It makes no sense. I'm raising my daughter to not be the type of these modern women. I want her to see a man as an advantage to have. I want her to go, all right, I know I need to handle my stuff, not because I'm a woman, but because I'm an adult. I have to handle my business because I'm an adult. But when there's a man that is worthy and I put them through the trials to show that they are a worthy person to be with, I'm going to have a union with that person. And we're both going to sacrifice, if it's worth it, to make our union something that lasts forever. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm sorry, I'm going off the rails again. My bad. I just don't understand. I don't understand. People complain and complain and complain, but then do the exact same thing that they complain about, but it's not their fault. When is there going to be some accountability? I don't understand. I feel like Wayne is somewhere agreeing with me. Wherever you at, my G, I feel you. I feel you. I don't understand. And women, and here's the funny part. Women still, they'll see this video, know that she's full of it, and still play her song and act like she making sense. Because I always go off on Meg, and I'm like, Meg Thee Stallion's the problem. City Girl's a problem too. And women will listen to her BS music. That's right, girl. Rob them, girl. Rob them, girl. And they act like they don't. And this woman is not doing any of the things that you want to see a betterment, that you want to see to be better. They say, oh, that's right, we gonna stay single. Fuck these men. But guess what? She's laying under a billionaire who's cheating on her regularly. So what are you saying? Where's the empowerment? Where's the being better? Somebody help me understand. I don't.
So
I'm cursed with logic.
She's with who is she with?
No, she's not with. She's being beat down by Puff Daddy, a man who's damn near 60 in my opinion. And she's in her 20s.
All right. So, this bothers me just because of the show that we did Monday. So I had to be all super waving the banner for the woman, and now I had to come back and I have to basically throw all that in the garbage can, because when I saw this, I think Nene sent me this, and all I could do is just shake my damn head, because I had saw the video where she was being interviewed, and she said, I think the interviewer asked her straight up. He was like, "Hey, would you allow your daughter to listen to City Girls music?" And she emphatically said no, because I don't want my daughter to grow up like that. So that's problem number one. So here's problem number two. You have your not 6-year-old, 10-year-old son, like that's any better. And so, because what she's going to say is, oh, it wasn't the strip club. It was a backstage after a show. Women were dancing on the pole. So strip club or not, you had naked women with liquor, grown-ups, a minor. So now that's reckless endangerment of a minor. And now you have this 10-year-old throwing money while she's in the back going, hey, she's in the back, cheering him on for the act that he's doing. So here's the problem that comes off of that. So this 10-year-old now has his mother's approval to now use money as a conduit to make women clap their ass or get more sexual. I mean, because God forbid that the stripper herself would have had any goddamn sense to know, or some type of morals, and say, you know what, I'm not dancing for this little kid. Fuck what you guys are paying me. I'm not doing that. But she probably didn't have her dad in the house either. So now this kid is equating money with causing women to do this. So now you're going to cause this 10-year-old now to be hypersexual, and he's going to think now that as long as I throw money at the situation, that I'm going to be able to get these women to do anything, because at a young age, I was introduced to that. Oh, and by the way, my mom was there cheering me on in the process. She has just made life hell for whatever young girl is going to get with that boy in the future. If somehow he doesn't get saved, like if some man doesn't come in and saves the day, I mean, with mothers like this, like these women, I often say, and I get vilified, that Black women play a huge role in destroying the Black community with the way that they raise these boys. I mean, they hate me for saying it, but it's the absolute truth, because when you see things like this, you can't help but to say, there go another one. I just think that I think this is terrible. And I agree with Mike 100%. You guys who say is wrong are still going to play their music. You guys that say is wrong, are these the ones that do the hot girl summer thing? Because I don't listen to them. I don't know.
They are the originators of the hot girls. Them and Meg are the originators of the hot girl summer bullshit. They're the ones who want to rob men. They're the ones who think who rob him, girl, take him for everything he got, and then leave him in the. That's them chicks.
I listen to Mia X, so I don't listen to. I mean, that's just going to show you. That's just go to show you when it comes to female rappers what timing I'm on. I'm on Foxy Brown, Mia X, like stuff like that. You know, Mia X was talking about busting caps in you, but at least at the end of the day, she was a good ass mom. You know, this girl here has not showed me any sign of being a good mother, because she said that she knows her music ain't shit and she wouldn't want her daughter to listen to her ain't shit music, but she thinks it's okay to have her son throwing money at a young lady show, clapping her ass. And the part that bothers me is that the woman, the stripper, did do a damn thing. Like I was at a party. I was at a party one night. This was let me make sure I date myself properly. This was like early 2000s, like 2002. It was a party in a warehouse, and it was a sex party. But well, it wasn't a sex party, but it was a party with a bunch of guys, and then they had strippers. They had strippers in there. And then they were just getting random guys to have sex with the strippers. They were paying, the old men were paying the younger guys to have sex with the strippers. And you could clearly see that one of the strippers didn't want to do it, but she felt like she had no choice, because she felt she was going to get beat up or something. And it got to a point where she's in the middle of the thing just crying. And thank God that her pimp had a heart. And he was like, you know what, man, to hell with this shit. Let's get her out of here. Like, who's saving this young girl? That if she'll clap her ass for a 10-year-old, what else would she do for some money? Like what sex crazed animal will she do things for, to double that money that she made that night? Man, like we don't never look at how far this shit really go, man. Like this shit is like so much beyond just the little videos and stuff that we see. That's why Command Talk Monday, I show these videos. Y'all think it's just me showing the videos as a means so the fellas could get it off and rail on you. That's not what it's about, because I now have a folder called the Simp folder with men. So we going to rail on the men too. But it's literally to say like, hey man, this is the representation that y'all putting out there. Let's not be like these people. Let's look at these people and do different. Like, come on, man. We got to do different. We got to do better.
Hey, man. Like me and Juju say all the time, we watch our court shows, paternity court, divorce court, people's court, all that. Every time you see a deplorable person, a person that's just, they always were raised without a parent, without a father, every time. So I'm telling ladies, I don't care if you and him don't get along. Once you're done, have a conversation, learn to co-parent. I don't know what this thing is about. I'm the daddy and the mom. You're not. You can't be. Just like there's not a man out there being the mom, you can't be the dad. You need both. We need each other. If you don't get along, that's fine. You don't have to get along, but you do need to get along for the baby. Just be cordial. You don't have to. Y'all ain't got me. Nah, I'm not gonna. She don't like when I bring her up. But I'm saying, like, it makes no sense. I tell people all the time, if you're not with the person, there is no reason you should be upset with them. I'll never understand these people who get mad at their exes. It's been over 10 years, y'all broke up, and you still mad at your ex. Let it go. You got a baby. The baby's more important. I've heard women say, I don't like him because he looked like his daddy. Like, you think that's not affecting the kid? You think it's sad, man. It's a sad cycle. It's a sad cycle. Men, I know they say that there's no reason a man should ever give up trying to get his kid. I've seen some times where it's like, man, I can understand. But please try not to. I don't care if these modern women freak out and they make it the most, like, matter of fact, I'm so glad the show happened. I just saw a video of a woman decide she didn't want to be with the man no more, called the police, said he beat me, to get him evicted so she can start the secret divorce proceedings and keep the house because he has to leave because he's going to be evicted because of the eviction notice. I mean, because of the domestic violence. Like, these women out here are crazy violations, crazy. But if you have a kid, I don't care what the problem is, swallow your pride. We are men, and men must lead, which means you have to sacrifice first. Sacrifice your feelings, sacrifice your ego. Our kids are our future. Be their father. Be there for them. I don't care what she's doing. Do what you got to do. And ladies, I don't care what he did when you were together. You're not together anymore. You shouldn't be worried about what he's doing. It don't matter if how he got a new girlfriend so fast. He's not your man no more. It don't matter what he do. You go get you somebody who treats you good. You go to a therapist. You learn to love you better. And then you go find a man that's like me. I'm keeping it a buck. Go find a good dude. Because I know I hear women, every time I talk to a chick, what's the first thing they tell me? Every time I talk to a chick that wants to be like with me or romantic, they go, oh my gosh, how are you single? I can't believe you're single. How are you not with somebody? And I'll tell you, because the majority of women I talk to, they get with somebody like me and they don't know how to be with somebody. They don't know how to be with somebody like me. They don't know how to be with someone who's going to hold you accountable for what you do, who's going to be honest, who's not going to lie, who you can go through I've had chicks come up, I saw you look at that girl. Yeah, I was looking at her. What do you mean? Yeah, I looked at her. But you can't look at her. What are you talking about? Look what she's wearing. That's crazy. It's beautiful. What? I'm not going to sneak around. I'm not going to go behind your back. I'm not going to I'm going to respect you as my woman. I'm not going to act like I'm not a man. I'm going to, when you do something wrong, I'm going to say you're wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm going to admit I'm wrong, and I'm going to do better the next time. There's women that can't take that. There's women that can't take non-toxicity. There's women that can't take, so you just going to talk? We're not going to yell this out? No. So hold up. You're not going to let me bust your windows? No, I will call the police on you. And then I will dump you. That'll be the end of it. I don't do toxic. I don't do hitting. The girl I was with before she thought it was fun. Boy, you stupid, and hit on me. Don't hit me. I don't like being hit. I don't like violence against me. This is supposed to be about love. There's no room for violence. There's women that can't, and in their mind, oh, he too nice. I'm not too nice. I ain't never been a rollover. Ain't nobody ever punked me. Ain't nobody ever took nothing from me. You just in love with toxicity. Get therapy and get out of that bullshit cycle you're in, ma. Come over to this world, to this land, to this side where we're not them. Stop looking at the loud minority and thinking that's life. That's not us. We're a better people than that. We used to have our own doctors, our own towns, our own cities. We used to be the shit. And they killed off all our great people And they left us with niggas who think rims is the best accomplishment in life. That ain't gotta be our future. Even if it don't work out, love yourself, teach your kid to love themselves, and let's move up. But I can't do it by myself. Wayne can't do it by himself. Trevor can't do it by himself. Nene can't do it by herself. Tiki can't do it by herself. Keetot, sorry, I'll be calling her Keetot. You know what I'm saying? Cardi can't do it by himself. One Love can't do it by. We need everybody. Learn to love you, make better decisions, and pass that decision making on to your child, preferably with a little nest egg so they don't have to do anything stupid for some cash. I love the thought that my daughter's gonna have a whole life insurance account when she hits 18. She gonna have not just the principal money, but she gonna have $20,000 built up in it just to do whatever she wants. Ain't no dude gonna pull up in a burnt out caddy with burnt orange paint that got my daughter like, ooh, you got speakers. She not gonna be worried about that. She gonna have her own shit. All right, I feel like I went off the rails. I'm sorry, Trevor. My bad.
So
you gotta stop me sometimes. My fault.
Today we went to the park, and this. I'm gonna close with this. Today we went to the park, and took my daughter to the park, and then we were coming back home, and we got into a conversation, and she was asking me, "Oh, when are we going back to such and such, like our family vacation spot?" And then she was just, so I told her, what the plans are and things like that. So she started talking about, she was like, Daddy. No, that's not what happened. We were coming home from the park, and she saw a strip where there was a bunch of motels. And then she asked me what a motel was. So I told her, I'm like, basically it's like a lesser version of a hotel. People stay there like one night or something. Sometimes you're hard on your luck, blah, blah, blah. You got to stay there. She was like, "So Daddy, they aren't nice inside?" I said, they generally aren't. I've never been in one, so I wouldn't know. But everything I've seen on TV, they generally aren't. And then she was like, "Because you take us to those nice hotels." And then she was like, so I get what you're saying, man, about the whole life insurance and things like that. Like we build a standard for our kids. I remember I was in the debate and I mentioned that I put my wife and daughter in suites so that when my daughter, when my daughter gets older, no man could try to make her go crazy over a motel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I was vilified for that, which is crazy. It's kind of insane to me. Again, fatherless homes. So I feel like I get what you're saying, man. Like you got men out here that's actually doing the groundwork, but we don't get applauded, which is fine because we don't do it for applause. But you guys vilify the Tyrone, the Pookies and Ray Rays, and then you go back and make more babies with them. That's the part that I don't understand. That's the part that's disgusting to me.
And guess what? They don't understand either.
Yeah, that's like you can't constantly vilify the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Niggas ain't shit. They not this, they not that. But then every time you turn around, you got another baby with them. And I think Mike mentioned earlier, you see the kid and you see the dad and the kid every time. So you never really like the kid. But as the men, you got to set a standard. Like I said on last week's show, that my biggest fear is to be that I would die before my daughter gets married. Because like I'm my daughter's protector and I gotta be the one to protect her until she gets married. And then once I pass her off to her husband, then that's, he's her responsibility. But if I die before that, then I feel like she doesn't have that protection. I know she has uncles and things like that, but I'm her protector. I just was telling my wife this the other day. I don't think anybody could take care of my daughter better than me, with the exception of her. So, that's just how it is. But as men, we got to stand in the gap. We don't get the applause. We get the terrible gifts on Father's Day. I mean, I got PS5, so I ain't complaining.
Hello.
But we get the shitty gifts on Father's Day. You know, we got to make sure everybody else is taken care of before we do our own thing. But you're still men. And at the end of the day, you were built to be a man for a reason, because you could take shit. So just remember that. And I know we got way off of the original topic. So Mike, give me your closing words on the original topic before I close out completely. This will be the shortest show we ever done.
Big facts and still impactful. I ain't gonna lie. I think I went in last time. I think I wish that could have been my final, but I do want to say I have extreme love for the people that are in this with us. You make me feel less alone, because I ain't gonna lie. Everyone knows I'm a fatalist. I feel like I'm by myself trying to, like, come on, yo, we could do this. Come on. And I'm just alone. So I appreciate all of you. I do. Let's be clear. Juju, you're not going to fight me. You're going to join in. One love. I thoroughly appreciate you. Keetot, Cardi, Venkat, Wayne. It's already halfway done in 2023. Let's be our best versions for the rest of this year and see if we can't make some sort of difference. Shout out to Nene and Trevor.
Peace. I see MD just joined the chat. So there you guys have it. I mean, I didn't know. Listen, when I told Nene a few weeks ago, I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do an after hours show. I'm gonna do a show like 1 o'clock. I doubt anybody will show up because it's gonna be too late. I said, I'm just gonna go in and just do my thing. And here it is. You guys have stayed, you guys have come, and you guys have stayed all the way through. I can't believe it. The straight talk after dark, straight talk sessions after dark will be different. I mean, we started, you know, however the conversation flows is how it flows. But we started out tonight talking about the Just Hilarious thing, and I just want to touch on that real quick. Just my thoughts on it. Please don't try to strike my channel, because I didn't say anything hateful, but I did say some things that I think you guys need to hear. At the end of the day, you're still men. Unless you don't, and even if you don't have your tool, you're still a man, because you still can't have babies. You don't have a reproductive system. So at the end of the day, you're still a man. And I'm not gonna go against what I believe and what I feel, my morals, just to make you comfortable. Like it's time out for that. I was saying this on Yanga's panel the other day, that Black people, we're the only people that you guys expect to have to kowtow to everything. Like we had to be inclusive to everything. You can call us nigger, you could pay us the least amount of money, you could treat us any type of way, but when it all comes down to it, we have to be inclusive about everything. We can't get out of line. We can't say anything crazy. I had to accept the LGBT agenda. I don't have to accept the damn thing. I have my feelings about it. I don't necessarily like it, but I have family members, I have friends that are that way, so I don't sweat it. What I'm talking about is men pretending to be women, because that's what you're doing. You weren't born a man. I mean, you weren't born a woman. You don't have no reproductive organs as far as to be able to carry a baby. So just because you get some titties put on, just because you may get a fake ass put on and everything, at the end of the day, you still stand up when you piss, or you still have the ability to stand up when you piss. You guys still had to take hormones. You guys still had to do like voice altering things. You still had to shave your beard all the time. You're still a man. Stop trying to take that from Black women. Stop trying to take that from women in general. You're still a man. If you want to be gay, just be gay. Be gay, whatever. But stop trying to have your cake and eat it too. Stop trying to be a Rolls Royce when you know you're just a damn Chrysler 300. Just stop. Cut the shit out. Stop. And I think our life will be a lot better after that. I mean, you want all the benefits of being a woman without having to deal with all the pain and the periods and the babies and the menopause and all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, if you decide you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I could just go right back to being a man. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. It is. But I'll go on this long rant. So I just want to let you guys know, man, I really appreciate you guys coming over tonight, man. This was awesome, man. One love. Thanks to Mike for joining the panel. Nene for man in the chat. Juju, Ricardo, MD popped in. Man, y'all up tonight. That's crazy. Keela, I said Ricardo, Wayne hopped in. And it's and to the other ones you watching, Coco popped in over here from off of Facebook. Man, I appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate that because you guys let me know that what we're doing over here is actually working. Like I always say, we're not the biggest channel, and I don't profess to be the biggest channel. I don't care. It is what it is. We like you talk about you just ate your honey bun. Yeah, we like to stay in our own lane over here. We like to stay in our own lane over here. This is drama free, and it is what it is. So tomorrow night, sometime tomorrow, we got a UFC 291 review. I just see that main card just ended. I wonder who won the big boxing match that's coming on tonight, because I'm pretty sure that has ended. I'm pretty sure that is ended or is close to ending. Monday, we have Man Talk Monday, the State of the Union. I'm not talking about State of the Union. Monday, we have, excuse me. Oh man, why don't I have it? The state of emergency. We're going to be talking about the juvenile crime rate. There's a video that I was sent, and I want to play the video because it's very, very disheartening. So we're going to do that. Tuesday, the Bible Brothers are back over. We're going to have a open biblical discussion on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we have Wrestling with Reality. We're going to go over the SummerSlam prediction show. Friday night, which will be Saturday morning, is the official launch of the Straight Talk Sessions After Dark. That'll be Saturday morning at midnight. So I guess Friday night at midnight, however you want to say it. Monday. Okay, so here's the deal. Mike's on. I got to get with Wayne and Kev. We're going to have to push Man Talk Monday to another day in the week because we're having another debate come Monday. I was able to get this guy over, and he could only do it this day. So Monday, August 7th, we have this debate coming up between Reginald Young and Peter Cox. Is the Son of God eternal? That's going to be Monday at 6 o'clock Eastern time. This guy was really hard to get. So, it was either this Monday or it wasn't going to happen. So we got to figure out a time where we're going to do Man Talk Monday, probably do it Tuesday or something like that. If you guys are up for it. And I think that's all we have. Yeah, I think that's all we have. You might say you're gonna hit 7-Eleven up for his razor. Hell, I might make that trip to Taco Bell and go get me a Baja Blast. I'm wide ass awake. It's 1:30.
You feel me? You feel? And I'm about to go get the what's the little 99-cent cans that we always drink?
Oh, the Arizona.
I'm about to go get that Mango Madness from Arizona.
Yeah, I'm actually drinking lemon tea with my Grey Goose right now. But yeah, y'all make sure and tune in next Friday at midnight to the Straight Talk Sessions After Dark. It is gonna be, talking about let's go. It is gonna be it's an adult center show, where I don't censor the F-bombs and things like that. We could be more free with the talk. it will get into the sexual content. I don't want it dominating the show. You know, I want to talk about you having sex on. Oh, Arthur saying the one by me is closed. Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. I think it closes like 3. We'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be, like I say, I want to really talk about next week the role of like the sex growing coming up now, because you know, I mean, let's call it what it is. You know, growing up, they would always say that black girls they would always say that black girls didn't give head. That was strictly a white girl thing. So over time, though, let's save it for next Friday.
You the one that start. I'm trying not to, because I'll go in.
So yeah, so we'll I mean, because I want to deal with that. I want to talk, you know, we want to talk about some of them you know, them things like coming up now that everybody's so free with sex now, you know, let's
don't have me start.
Let me start reading this chat. Let me start reading this chat. See, because now they're gonna get me hyped at me.
Hey, I tried to stop you. You had to say it. I tried to stop you.
But yeah, we'll say that for next. We'll say that for next. But I want y'all definitely though to get your questions together. If you know anybody, you let them know. It somehow eventually we'll get it to where we're gonna get letters in. I do have a couple of letters that I had from the podcast that I want to introduce to over here. I think it'll be real good to go back over some of those letters. So we could address those. But yeah, I want to do this like once a month, late night. I'm not gonna try to have you every week up this late, but I really appreciate you guys following through with me. I mean, like this, I really didn't expect this many people to be watching. I really didn't. So that's very encouraging to me. Very, very encouraging. Very, very. So yeah, y'all make sure and just check out the channel for all the upcoming things that we have going on. So again, peace to everybody. It is now 1:40 my time. I'm gonna take my black ass. Nene, let me miss out on the vagina talk. Hey, Juju, you know how to work this. You know how to work our channel. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me just do this. Just so you guys can see. Everything that we do over here is just so everybody knows, because there's some new people that may not be familiar with this. But I'm showing you the actual channel so everybody knows. You just go to the channel. I have everything in playlists. So you go to the playlist. You can see Straight Talk Therapy Sessions. You can see Pour Your Heart Out. You can see Wrestling with Reality. You can see the NBA shows. You can see the UFC shows. You can see the Straight Talk Sessions. That's Straight Talk Sessions is where you would find things like this and the debates. Straight Talk Shorts. Those are like those little videos that I've been putting up lately with me and Mike and Wayne and things like that. But everything is in its own playlist. So y'all make sure. I'm at 1,480 subscribers. I'd like to get the 1,500 very soon. So y'all please make sure and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, share the video, all that good stuff. And I think that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow for UFC show. So I appreciate you guys for coming by, man. Y'all, if y'all able, go and get that man a little bit. You know, wake him up with some,
facts.
Wake him up. Just sit on his face. Do something. He ain't sleeping. He'll get up. Let's keep it a buck. He'll get up. If you know how y'all do, y'all wedge the booty right up in in the spoon, and y'all do the little spoon move. We know what that means. So just don't wake that man up.
Hey, you tripping? Don't wake me up like that. There's a whole better way to wake me up.
Y'all gonna wake that man. Y'all gonna wake that man up. Give him a good time. Tomorrow's Sunday. He probably don't have to go to work. All right, peace, one love. All right, y'all, man. We out of here, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Until tomorrow, peace.
And I feel like whenever I'm behind this microphone, I am at my absolute best, and I cannot be touched.
Have you ever danced with the devil? Took a glance at a rebel, had a chance to advance. You are not on my level. You are not my equal. I can pose another sequel. Those that do oppose, I will expose and leave you see with the spines in my eye. Recognize me as a legend. Refuse to cry and die.
Well, Straight Talk Society, there you have it again. Another banger from yours truly, Mr. Straight Talk. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them.